Notice: the attached document is classified Level 5 by the Overseer Council. Do not continue unless you are an Overseer or authorized factotum under Project SCP-008, codeword Policide Templar Whittier. If you have received this data packet in error, do not continue. Contact your local Records and Information Security Administration, RASA, office immediately, and report a misdirected Level 5 information packet. Failure to do so is punishable by death. After Action Report. The following After Action Report has been condensed from the original. Certain data have been redacted for security purposes. A copy of the full report is available at Site 19 for review and archival. Contact your local RASA office for further details. Memorandum for limited release. For Mars Balling, Commander, Mobile Task Force Beta 5, Babysitters. This after-action report is prepared in accordance with the RASA Directive 417, Paragraph 3, Section 2 to 7. Executive Summary. Deployed Location: Happy Acres Youth Camp, Wyoming. Deployed CCOs: Task Force Commander Ronald Spaulding, Beta 5 Actual, SCP-105 Iris Thompson, Senior Special Agent Andrea S. Adams. Duration of deployment: 0600 hours, 452 through 1800 hours, 12 hours. Mission directives: to evaluate an outbreak of SCP-008 in the wild. Scope of operations: deploy forward operations based at incident location. Investigate area for evidence of SCP-008 outbreak. Sterilize area of SCP-008 outbreak if possible. Incident background: Happy Acres Youth Camp is a boutique summer camp, operated by Marshall and Carter Holiday Endeavors. Wyoming. Abutting the nearby Diamond Mountain Resort. A vacation resort operated by Marshall Carter and Dark Limited. Facility offers a discreet summer getaway for the children of our distinguished clientele. In addition to luxury housing for up to 200 children, counselors, and staff, the resort includes backcountry hiking trails, a mountain bike park, horseback riding ranch, rifle range, paragliding facilities, and a helicopter pad. The resort also operates several ski lifts during the winter months and is well known for the quality of their trails, as well as their luxurious accommodations. Text taken directly from the Happy Acres Youth Camp brochure, published by Marshall Carter and Dark Limited. On 2 persons entered the emergency room at hospital in Wyoming, carrying an injured child. Persons reported that they were camp counselors at Happy Acres Youth Camp, and the child had been attacked during the night by some kind of animal. Medical personnel discovered that the child had an unusual elevated fever and signs of cellular necrosis around the injury, symptoms consistent with SCP-008. Marshall Carter and Dark representatives reported the incident to a Foundation representative. At present, it is believed that the links to Marshall Carter and Dark Limited are incidental. No links between MCND and any victim, staff, or personnel have been discovered during the course of further investigations. See Appendix B for further analysis. Prompting an immediate alert to Mobile Task Force Beta 7, Mass Hitters. Agents from MTF-V7 arrived under the guise of agents from the Centers for Disease Control, quarantined all persons who had come in contact with the victim, placed Patient Zero into ad hoc containment, and interrogated witnesses regarding the details of the attack. Meanwhile, other agents from MTF-Beta 7 proceeded to Happy Acres Youth Camp, again under the guise of Center for Disease Control personnel, and carried out initial containment there. However, a number of children and adult counselors had embarked on an overnight hiking trip the previous afternoon and had missed their expected return time by over 6 hours. As MTF Beta 7 operates were not sufficiently armed for classification of an active outbreak of SCP-008, backup was requested under Palisade Broken Menagerie. Force composition: Mobile Task Force Beta 5 Babysitters is a platoon-level task force consisting of 42 operators including Task Force Commander and Executive Officer. The force consists of 5 squads numbered 1 through 5. During the deployment, 2 additional personnel, SCP-105 and Agent Adams, were present as observers, bringing the number of personnel participating in this operation to 44. Initial deployment. Mobile Task Force Beta 5 was transported to the operations area in 10 vans marked with delivery of the Foundation. Cover organization, Species Conservation Project, a conservation and ecological survey group. MTF Beta 5 was handed over command of the operation at 0600 hours. Campgrounds of Happy Acres Youth Camp was designated Forward Operation Base Granada for the purpose of this operation. MTF Beta 5 began preparing the facility for immediate and extended operations. Squads 1 and 2 were given the responsibility of setting up perimeter security, blocking off all entrances to the camp and deploying remote sensors at key approaches. Squad 3 unloaded equipment from vehicles and deployed them at the camp's recreation area, Location A. This location was chosen due to its large floor space and secure location. Squads 4 and 5 were given the responsibility of sweeping the rest of the camp for any remaining civilians, including all cabins and staff quarters. No outside personnel were found during the sweep. Command Element established command and control center at the camp lodge. This location was chosen for its proximity to the equipment staging area and its secure location. Adjunct personnel were also stationed at the command and control center as outside observers. At approximately 0800 hours, Command Element carried out a visual inspection and determined that all preparations were proceeding satisfactorily. Commencement of operations. At approximately 0830 hours, Command Elements conferred with each of the unit commanders regarding the planned course of action. Preferred tactics and strategies for detailing a mass of SCP-008 infections were discussed, and all squad leaders were reminded to refamiliarize the squads with these procedures. Squads 1 through 4 were assigned to perimeter security duty, switching off every 4 hours as per standard procedure. Squad 5 was given the special duty of retracting the planned routes taken by the missing hikers. Watch schedules and sanitary, housekeeping, safety procedures were reviewed at this time, as were communication protocols and contingency plans in case of emergency. Discovery. At 11:52 hours, Squad 5 reported contact with 2 SCP-008 infectees, later identified as 2 of the 4 adult counselors in the hiking trip. Infectees were terminated and marked for later retrieval. Shortly afterwards, Squad 5 reported the discovery of a campsite at the planned destination of the missing hikers. The campsite included 3 three-season tents, 20 sleeping bags, a fire pit, and several walking sticks, knives, skewers, and other camping paraphernalia. Of particular concern were indications that the missing campers had been dragged out of their tents by force, rather than devoured in situ. Based on the evidence of an alteration in infectee behavior, the responsible organisms was redesignated SCP-008-E, pending further review and analysis. Initial contact. At 12:08 hours, designated marksman Loke reported a number of unknowns walking slowly towards FOB Granada along a dirt road in grid reference D9, several kilometers from the operation base. Further observations indicated 15 unknowns, 7 boys, 8 girls, possible injured, with no sign of the missing adult counselors. Immediately afterwards, multiple contacts were detected by perimeter security elements, totaling over 50 unknowns. The discrepancy in numbers alerted the task force commander of possible complications, including the possibility that bystanders in the area had become infected. Following additional sightings, the estimated number of hostiles in the vicinity was increased to over 200. Due to the large number of hostiles in the area, it was decided that Squad 5 would not attempt to return to FOB Granada. Squad 5 was ordered to find a secure position and await evacuation at later time. Task Force Commander consulted with attached observers to determine what aid they could provide. Weapons were provided to the 2 observers, who had set up positions on the rooftop of the camp's ranger station, abutting camper housing. Engagement. At 13:29 hours, MTF Beta 7 reported that Patient 0 had reproduced by budding. Based on the data at hand, the estimated number of hostiles in the area was upgraded to somewhere in the range of 1,000. Dependent on the average elapsed time between replications. It was at this point that Task Force Commander declared a Palisade Rampant Beast scenario and requested immediate heavy backup. Shortly thereafter, perimeter security reported a number of hostiles were proceeding towards the FOB at a high rate of speed. Engagement proceeding using standard Knights and Arcus tactics, with Squad 1 and 2 providing the bulk of fire from rooftop firing positions, while Squads 3 and 4 provided security, reinforced by SCP-105. Two engagements took place at 13:56 and 15:19 hours, resulting in numerous enemy casualties, no friendly losses. The largest engagement took place at 16:06 hours, requiring commitment of reserves and a retreat to secondary line of engagement. It was at this point that MTF Beta 5 suffered its only casualty, Agent Loke, broken ankle due to overly hasty retreat. At 17:03 hours, Mobile Task Force Beta 5 were reinforced by elements of Mobile Task Force Nu 7, Hammer Down, who proceeded to carry an in-depth sterilization of the surrounding area. Squad 5 was also retrieved at the time and returned to FOB Granada. At approximately 1800 hours, Beta 5 officially handed over control of the operation area to MTF Nu 7 and exfiltrated by helicopter. Post-mission analysis. Aside from the unexpected alterations to SCP-008's capabilities, the operation was a perfect example of superior tactics and flexibility winning out over an opposing force with superior numbers. All members of Mobile Task Force Beta 5 performed admirably, with individual commendations listed in the detailed appendix to this report. The Task Force Commander would like to make particular note of the contribution of the two adjunct observers to the success of this operation, particularly SCP-105, whose immediate response upon the hasty retreat from the first line of engagement at 16:06 allowed Task Force personnel to retreat safely without suffering fatal casualties. However, it is my personal opinion that current operating parameters regarding SCP-008 are inadequate considering the alterations to the organism. Of particular concern